What LSD really does to your brain from the trip to the aftermath. LSD, the substance that makes people suddenly discuss profound philosophical truths with their curtains or see the wall color as a living landscape. But what actually happens in your brain while you dive into this colorful, sometimes crazy trip? Today, we'll explore how LSD affects your body and mind, why colors suddenly dance, and why some people spend hours pondering the existence of toast. Chemical basis. LSD, lysergic acid diethylamide, is a semisynthetic compound and extremely potent. Even tiny amounts can alter perception. LSD mainly acts on the serotonin system, especially the 5-HT2A receptor in the brain. By activating these receptors, LSD changes neuronal communication. Networks in the brain that usually work separately start chatting with each other. This leads to classic trip symptoms, visual hallucinations, altered sense of time, and intense emotional experiences. Additionally, dopamine is slightly affected, enhancing euphoria, motivation, and sometimes those "I am the universe" feelings. The phases of effect. Phase 1, onset. In the first 2 hours, the consummate gains first subtle changes in perception. Pupils dilate, heart rate may increase. The world suddenly feels more intense. Colors, sounds, or even smells. Some report a slightly dizzy feeling in the head, or that their body doesn't fully feel like their own. Phase 2, peak, usually after 2 to 4 hours. Neuronal networks fire in unusual patterns. Visual hallucinations, moving patterns, glowing colors, dancing objects. Synesthesia, music becomes visible, color sound. LSD mixes the senses. Emotional intensity rises for joy, or fear, or existential thoughts. Dopamine and serotonin strongly influence mood, so trips can be euphoric or challenging. Sense of time is often completely distorted. Hours can feel like minutes or days like seconds. Phase 3, plateau and come down, after 4 to 8 hours. Intensity gradually decreases, perceptions normalize. Physical effects, slight muscle tension, increased blood pressure, or nausea in sensitive individuals. Psychological aftereffects, reflection on the trip, philosophical thoughts, sometimes a sense of deep clarity or confusion. Scientifically speaking, LSD and the brain. LSD opens up the brain. Networks that usually operate in isolation communicate more. Default mode network, DMN, responsible for self-perception, is downregulated. The ego may feel dissolved or expanded. This can cause mystical experiences, deep insights, or the famous ego death feeling. Neuroplasticity, LSD can temporarily increase the flexibility of neuronal connections. The brain becomes more creative and interconnected. Side effects, overstimulation can lead to anxiety, paranoia, or confusion, especially without a safe environment. The psychological dimension. LSD massively amplifies feelings and thoughts. Emotional rollercoaster, euphoria can quickly turn into uncertainty or fear. Positive set and setting, good mood, familiar environment, you reduce risks and enhance positive experiences. Negative or unfamiliar environment often can lead to bad trips. Long-term effects, afterglow. Weeks after the trip, some report increased openness, creativity, or zest for life. LSD isn't magic and it isn't a cure-all. It's an amplifier. It turns your brain up to 11, sometimes in beautiful colors, sometimes in deep thought spirals. Whether you experience the trip as life-changing, scary, or just colorful depends not only on the drug but on your mind, body, and surroundings. So, stay curious, stay safe, and maybe think a bit differently about your toast afterward.